Hello, and welcome to the 63rd edition of Beer Issues. My name is Matt Bruckert, and we're going to be trying out a beer that I have not had today. It's from the new Belgian Brewing Company. It is their Nitro Cold Brew Cream Ale. And I'm really excited to try this because I like a good cream ale and I like a little coffee flavor in my beer. So this should be a pretty interesting beer. Now, New Belgium Brewing Company is out of Colorado. Now, they also have another brewery in North Carolina, but their main one, the original one, is in Colorado. So this beer rates in at 82 out of 100, okay? 82 out of 100, which makes it a good beer, okay? We're going to determine if it's good beer or better as we taste it, okay? Now the beer clocks in at about 5% alcohol by volume, which makes it about an average cream ale. So it should be a very good one. So let's go ahead and let's test it out. Let's give it a smell. Now the cream ale is also brewed with not only oats, but also a cold brew coffee. And the name of the coffee brewery, thus the name, is the High Brews cold brew. Okay, so that's how it gets the name, the cold brew, because it's actually made with cold brew coffee. So I'm excited to try it. Now when I smell it, so I get I get some vanilla. I definitely get a coffee. It almost tastes like a coffee with maybe a little bit of creamer in there. Because I do smell, I believe, a little lactose. So I'm going to go ahead and sample this to make sure that the smell gives away the flavor. Because if the smell and the flavor match, then this is going to be a good beer and I'm being excited about it. So let's go ahead and give it a shot here. Yeah. So this is definitely something that reminds me of cold brew coffee. So if you're going to have in the afternoon, you're going to have a cold brew coffee or something like that, this tastes a lot like just a nice cold brew coffee. It tastes like a coffee with a little bit of creamer. And it's very light and it's very refreshing. And I think I could drink several of these. So very exciting beer. So yeah, and I do get a little bit of hint of vanilla on the end that I thought I smelled, but really it tastes a lot like a cold brew coffee, and I like a good cold brew coffee, so this is right up my alley. I get the best of both worlds. I get beer and coffee all in one. So make sure you check this one out. It's a good one. I think it's a keeper. Now, for people who don't know a lot about the New Belgium Brewery, we talked about the fact that they started off in Colorado. They expanded out to North Carolina. Recently, in November of last year, they were actually purchased by a Japanese company, Kirin. And I believe Kirin is the same people who make Kirin Ichiban. They're one of the largest brewers in the world. So they got snapped up by a big brewery that saw the value in their beers, because they do make a lot of good beers, New Belgium does. So, you know, when you're out, check out this beer in particular. It's a really good one, but they have other really tasty beers. So make sure you check out some of their different beers, because they really do know what they're doing when it comes to making beer. Now, if you've enjoyed this, make sure you tell your friends, and make sure you tell your friends, and they tell their friends, so everybody knows about beer issues. And as I like to say, or as my wife likes to say, I have beer issues.